Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP SPORTSCAST. Round 2 of the GFF Elite League Season 3 commences this weekend at the Lenora Track and Field Centre, followed by a goodwill game which is intended for players to be selected for the senior national men's team. On Saturday, the best of local footballers will be on display at the National Track and Field Centre, Lenora. The first game will see Cougars versus Victoria Kings, followed by Elite All-Stars doing battle with the President's 11 in the feature game of the evening. Interim head coach Wayne Dover of the senior national squad, the Golden Jaguars, says this is the perfect opportunity for players in the Elite League to be drafted for the national squad.
So we expect a very exciting game because this is more or less like a trial match, so that these guys could, stake a claim on the selectors' eyes in going forward. So we want to implore that the fans come out and support the players, support this venture, and make it be very exciting as we plan for it to be. So
Dover said the aim is to push more of the local players forward and give them the first bite at making the national team. Assistant coach Mr. Charles Pollard says the national squad has some important engagements in the future that requires a massive squad.
And Guyana have some serious engagement coming up, and we're looking for the best set of players to put together a massive squad. So it's not just a game, it's an opportunity to showcase yourself. And just like Coach always said, we're looking for the public to come out and support the players, and we want the guys in the corner and give their best performance. It's not just a match. You showcasing yourself for the program ahead. Because like I said, it's a massive program here in Guyana. We want to be part of the nation that's rolling the Caribbean football back again. So it's not just a game. It's a for enhance your opportunity to be a part of the plan going forward.
Anthony Benfield, President's 11 captain, and Colin Nelson, Elite All-Stars captain, both thanked the Federation for being a part of the match, since it gives fellow players the opportunity to play for spots on the national team, since in the past, local players were not given these opportunities. Players for each team were selected based on their performance throughout Round 1 of the Elite League Season 3. Directors of the Ghana Sports Shooting Federation, led by President Ryan McKinnon, have paid a courtesy call to the Chief of Staff of the Ghana Defence Force at Defence Headquarters, Camp Ayangana, Thomas Lands, Georgetown. During the visit, they discussed with Chief of Staff Brigadier Patrick West, Colonel Nazul Hussain, and Colonel Ronald Hercules their plans for the future of the Ghana Sports Shooting Federation and its programs thus far. Since its inception, the GSSF has enjoyed assistance from the GDF with the use of the rifle range at Mary for its shooting events. Topics discussed included the increase of collaboration between the GDF and the GSSF, the Federation's supporting role in assistance with steel challenge shooting as sport on the GDF sports calendar, financing for the upgrade of the GFF indoor pistol range, establishment of a sport shooting unit, and the newly instituted range rental fees for the Tumeri rifle range. And moving on, FIBA and the Ghana Amateur Basketball Federation conducted a successful one-week developmental regional workshop for basketball officials. The workshop for coaches and referees has been hailed as a success by many of the participants. The training program was held for 1 week. Referees, commissioners, table officials, coaches and players in Guyana, along with a number of regional countries such as Suriname, Grenada, the Bahamas, and Barbados participated. The regional training camp was designed to improve the officiating team in the FIBA national federations and identify possible potential prospects and FIBA referees at national level to be future FIBA referees in order to support licensing 2019 plus and facilitating 2 to 6 years planning to scout national talents in time. The idea is to increase the standard and quality of national officiating, since FIBA has a new licensing system to select FIBA referees and the FIBA commissioners. The new period of licensing will be January 2019. The workshop was facilitated by FIBA and was held at the National Cliff Anderson Sports Hall and at Palm Court and attracted over 18 participants. The workshop coincides with the finals of the GABF Road to Mecca 5, scheduled for Saturday at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. A number of fast bowlers in the region are to participate in a fast bowling camp from April 30 to June 30 in Antigua. Stanford Howard brings the details.
With the Cricket World Cup 2019 less than 400 days to go, and with 4 away international series, another rung of its premier regional competition, Cricket West Indies will assemble 10 of the best young and upcoming fast bowlers in the region. They will participate in a fast bowling camp from April 30th to June 30th in Antigua. The camp will focus on a high-performance program which will hasten the bowlers' development, aimed at getting them ready for international cricket, while preparing them to be available for selection to the Windies senior and A teams. CWI Director of Cricket, Jimmy Adams, said, and I quote, "The long-term goal is that this program could be annual, including but not limited to this group. After an assessment of this camp, the team will determine when the next one will be held. We will keep identifying our core group of emerging talent, and the broader view is that we can eventually run the program not just for fast bowlers, but in the key areas of cricket." End of quote. The bowlers selected for this camp include The camp will be based at the Coleridge Cricket Ground. For the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
Sunrisers Hyderabad ends Kings 11 Punjab winning streak by a 13-run margin in a low-scoring encounter. Stanford reports.
Oh, well bowled! Ankit Rajput, what an IPL he's having. Man of the match, the last game, picked up the bounce with at 100.
In another thrilling game of IPL cricket, Kings 11 Punjab won the toss and elected to field, and had Sunrise Hyderabad on the back foot when 3 of their top-order batsmen were bundled out with 27 runs on the board. It was Manish Pandey's contribution of 52, Shakib Al Hassan 28, and Yusuf Pathan's 21 not out that gave the innings some meaning. Sunrise Hyderabad eventually garnered 132 runs for 6 of their allotted 20 overs. Kings 11 Punjab in reply was off to a good start when the opening pair of big-hitting Chris Gayle 23 and Lokesh Rahul 32 got an opening partnership of 55 runs. But after the pair departed in the 8th over and the team still 75 runs shy of their target, the middle and lower order failed as they all folded for 119 in 20 overs and lost the game by 13 runs. For the HGP Sports, I am Stanford Howard.
More stylish runs from KL Rahul. That is some shot. That is a superb shot. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Stanford, and that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Remember, life is like a sport. Always remember to play fair. Goodbye.